So again, we have the Oracle of the Shapeshifters deck on the table, and we are talking about Harry. And this is a quick read on the one phrase that people haven't really commented. I haven't heard anybody comment on from that ITV interview, but the phrase that I believe shows us that Harry is either delusional or has some other kind of mental problem, such as a messiah complex. So let's just clear the energy. So the one phrase from that interview that I find the most problematic and the most indicative of his state of mind, and remember this is an energy reading and it's not truth or fact. So he said, "I have made it clear that this is something that needs to be done." When he talks about the fight against the press, the crusade, his crusade that he's on against the press. I have made it clear that this is something that needs to be done. So Harry is, in his own words, he's the one who makes the decisions for the King of England, for his brother, the next King of England, and for the Princess of Wales, the future Queen of England. Harry is the one who decides what the royal family should be doing, and he has decided that this is a battle that needs to be done. And so the overall energy of this, oh my word, Orca magic. This again is my card for Megan, or for somebody orchestrating things behind the scenes, but I think this is Megan orchestrating things behind the scenes and talking holes in Harry's head, as my grandfather would say. Okay, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that card. So we'll just read. Okay, here's Megan. She likes to have it all hang out. She wants Harry to have it all hanging out. She wants the royal family exposed. She wants to push things as far as she can possibly push them. What can she do that can make the royal family stoop to her level? Another Megan card. Aha! Megan pulling the strings behind the scenes, telling Harry, the little puppy dog, who she should trust. And another card for Megan. A new world is born, it says. Dragonling Garden, a new world is born. I, Megan, have come into the royal family, and I will tell you how this family should be run. I will be the queen of the dragons. Aha! Remember, Harry said he was going to be the dragon slayer? Oh, yes. This has got Megan's paw prints all over it. These are not Harry's words. I have made it clear that this is something that needs to be done. I think Megan has made it clear that this is something that she wants done, and she wants Harry to make his family do it. So what is Harry's energy around this? Sorry, there was a little glitch there. My son came through and needed something from me. So how is Harry feeling about this proclamation that he made? He's feeling powerless. He's feeling that Megan's in front and center. She's working her magic. There's a black cat there, and Harry is just the cast off, the nothing. He's not making any decisions. He's a shell of his former self, and he's just doing what she says. He's just following her. He's trying not to fall any further. In her eyes, she's the most important thing to him, and he's pretty much following her lead, doing whatever she wants. But he knows that it's not working. These crows around him, they're just pecking every little part of his scarecrow body, and he knows that he's a shadow of his former self, and he really wishes he could go back to the way things were, and he doesn't understand. And it talks here about lost magic, atonement, rebalance. So he feels he's lost the magic. He's lost the magic of how he used to be perceived, and he doesn't really know what's going wrong. And his policy, or his way of being right now, is just to follow what Megan says, because she love-bombed him in the beginning, and so he thought she was the be-all and end-all, and after all, she was a self-made woman and a famous actress, is what he thought. So he's doing everything she tells him, and it's still not working. Oh, getting this little Red Riding Hood card a lot in Harry's energy. I am not a victim. So I think it's so weird that he keeps going on TV and playing the victim card, but internally he's like a petulant child saying, I'm not a victim, I'm not a victim. But externally, his actions are portraying him as a victim. So I get the impression and the energy on this one of him stamping his foot like a toddler having a tantrum. I want that chocolate. I want that chocolate. I'm not going to leave the supermarket without that chocolate. And he just, he can't see why people are not doing what he wants. It's like when my son was very young and he threw a tantrum in the supermarket, and I had a trolley full of groceries. I actually went and I gave them to the service desk. I left the trolley there and I said to the lady, can you please pack these groceries back on the shelf, because I'm not going to tolerate having my son have a tantrum in the shop. And he was, I don't know, 3 years old. He never had a tantrum again, because I said to him, listen, if you misbehave in public, I'm taking you home. And, 3-year-olds, you can't reason with them. He threw his tantrum and we left. I mean, I got the lady at the shop to pack all my groceries back. I just said to her, I'm not having my child behave like this. And I get the impression that Harry was very indulged in his younger days, and he's so used to that every time he throws a tantrum, everybody has to listen, and he doesn't understand why they're not listening. And that choking in my throat, that's very much Harry's energy. Why aren't they listening? And his view, his attitude, his strategy is just to yell louder. And then this is in Harry's energy, but we get the snake princess. The serpentine path to power. Harry really believed that Meghan, with her temptress and her apple, that she was the path to power, and he felt that if he invoked her, if he followed what she did, if he followed the temptation, if he just did what she wanted him to do, that was the path to power. And she seemed to give him an indication that this is a shortcut. I can show you how to be more powerful than your family. I can show you how to get all the love and the affection. And the irony is that everybody loved him already. He was doing everything right already. Not doing everything right. I mean, he was he did go off the rails a little bit, but people still loved him. He had the love and adoration. He didn't need to become something else. He didn't need to try and trick the system. He didn't need to try and have some other kind of path to power. He already had the love and the power. So, yeah, he still doesn't see it. He doesn't see, and so when he says, I have made it clear that this is something that needs to be done, he's like that toddler having the tantrum. His strings are being pulled behind the scenes by Meghan, but he's nearly 40 years old. He needs to grow up, and he needs to really take his power back. So please like if you do, subscribe if you haven't, and remember, please leave me a comment, because that really encourages me, and I will see you on the next one.